Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
There's nothing better than learning from the experts, especially when it comes to investing your hard-earned money.
Hi, this is Phil Grande, host of Phil's Gang Radio Show. At Phil's Gang and philsgang.com, I have one goal in mind: to help you become a skilled investor in the stock market and find your financial freedom. With the Working Investor Program, you will learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You'll develop skills like selling short and how to profit, even in a stock market crash. This is the real world investing information that will give you the edge to be successful in the stock market. No gimmicks, just real strategies, and I'll make the offer even better with a 10-day free trial of the Working Investor Program.
Once you're in the gang, you're in the know. And with the free 10-day trial of the Working Investor Program, there's no reason not to give it a try.
Become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on their show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records, and the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
This time is in fact different.
Boy, I hate to hear that when they say, this time it's different. Not like the other markets, this time it's different. Remember, I've been telling you all along, we're going to have one last rally before you get the correction. So again, the market sold off because there was some bad news last night on earnings front. Now Thursday we're going to have some more news. We're going to have Apple, Amazon, and Meta. See what they do. But last night, Microsoft was light on forward guidance. Google, revenue's disappointed. And you got to be careful here. Even though the market is selling off, do not jump in and buy these on the dip. Everyone's going to make the same mistake. They always do. They go in and they buy the same 5-6 stocks on the dip. The same stocks. You got to let it. If the market's going to continue to rally, even if they rig the market to continue to rally because they don't want this market to crack right now and go down, then just wait. Let these stocks pull back, your 5 magnificent stocks, let them pull back, and then let them rally back up and make another new high on bigger volume than when they went down. So if the stocks are going down today, you watch the volume on Meta and Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon. Watch the volume on the way down. And then when all the people come running in, all the wackos, what we call tourists, don't know what the hell they're doing, and they buy on the dip, you want to see the stock go back up on much larger volume than going down and make new highs. Then you can get back into your 5 favorite stocks, or otherwise you're going to get slammed. So be very careful here. I'm so tired of hearing about how strong the labor market. All you hear again today, labor market, when it's not strong at all. And the job market. Well, first of all, We got a major problem. I don't care how strong the labor market is, or the job, which it isn't. But you got to remember, at the same time the government is borrowing $5 billion a day, Powell is there taking money out of the system. That's called his tightening. That's why rates have gone up to 4% on the 10-year Treasury. You can't do that. You can have on one side the government borrowing like crazy, $5 billion a day, and then on the other side, you got Powell taking money. So you got one side shoveling money into the system. You got Powell on the other side shoveling money out of the system, working against each other. What are you, nuts? The last time we saw that happen, we had two different crashes. The last time that happened was in 2008. The next time it happened was in 2018. 2008, we got a 50% drop. 2018, we got a 20% drop. I mean, it's crazy what they're doing. But here's something that's even more crazy, or as crazy. You talk about contradiction. The fake Business News Network never tells the truth. Never, ever tells the truth. They have a problem with the truth. I mean, they have no moral sense about the truth. They're rotten to the core when it comes to the truth. Listen to this. This is unbelievable. This is Pisani.
The job market remains strong. Job openings in December were well ahead of estimates, coming in at the highest level since September, and the November estimates were revised up. Strong job market. The quits rates were unchanged. Readings on consumer confidence in January came in ahead of expectations, the highest level since December of 2021, while inflation expectations among the participants coming down. It was about as great a report as you could possibly ask for.
What a great report. Consumer confidence up. Everything's up. What a great report. But then 2 seconds later, he goes on and says this.
Some disappointment among those reporting earnings. Shipper UPS was down 8% on weak volumes and lower prices. That is not a good combination. Weak volumes and lower prices. Same problem with appliance maker Whirlpool, closed down 8%. They cited sluggish existing home sales and higher mortgage rates, and of course that hurts appliance purchases. Pricing trends again negative. So weak volumes and lower prices from another company commenting on that.
Wait a minute. How, if everybody's working, there's a strong labor market, strong job market, which they never mention. About 35-40% of the jobs we get the first Friday of each month are all government jobs. But if what he's saying is true, then UPS shouldn't be down. UPS should be going up. Because that's, when the economy's good, people ship stuff. When the economy's bad, UPS and FedEx get hit hard. When people lose confidence that they may lose their job, or they're not going to get a raise, or can hardly make it because of the inflation, when that happens, they stop. They stop spending. So here on one side, he's saying everything's great, then he's telling us how the consumer's not spending. I don't know who's writing this stuff for him, his producer, but his producer obviously knows nothing about the economy or how it works. I mean, this is just plain stupid. Just stupid. So let's stop listening to this, how strong the labor market is. It's not strong. And the economy's not strong. And again, I'll repeat, we're right where we were in 2008, and we're right where we were in 2018 when you got two forces working against each other. That's insane. Government's borrowing, shoving money into the system, and Powell's taking a shovel and taking it out of the system. Now, Pisani knows damn well the consumer sentiment or confidence really sucks. It's bad. It's contracting. I mean, just look at the sentiment chart. Here, I'll put it up for you for those who are following me. See if I can find it here. I mean, it's amazing when you look at the consumer confidence chart. Let's see if I can get it right here, I think. Yeah, here it is. I have it up for you. Now, obviously, if you're not on my site, you can't see this, but you can see it tonight. So they're telling us how consumer confidence is going up. Really? Well, let's take a look at the chart right here. It's going down, not up. It's going the opposite way. Consumer confidence was up in 2020. Why? Because remember, 2020, they're giving everybody a bunch of money. COVID. You didn't have to pay your rent. You didn't have to pay your mortgage. You didn't have to pay your student loan. The state gave you an unemployment check. And then the government turns around and gives you another check on top of an unemployment check. Savings went up to $32 trillion from the average of 8% to 32%. There was so much money, it was incredible. But that money's gone. You know, the biggest part of this confidence they keep talking about came from the student loans, that there's payments of $100 billion a month. Well, they weren't making these payments of $100 billion a month. They're going out shopping. But they didn't explain that when they said, oh, look at consumer confidence. Well, why don't you tell them the story? Consumer confidence, hell. First, you're giving them extra credit cards, expanding their credit on credit cards. They're not paying their student loans. They don't have to pay their mortgage, moratorium there, or their car. Just unbelievable. More when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
To be a successful investor, you need to stay current with the daily changes in the economy and the stock market. Phil Grande and philsgang.com can be your guide to becoming a better investor. Try the free 10-day trial at philsgang.com for the working investor. From the opening bell to the closing, stay informed with what's happening in real time. The Working Investor program includes full access to the Phil's Gang website, a morning update on what to look for that day on Wall Street, a market wrap on that day's trading, plus seminars, training, and tools to help you become a better investor. Go to philsgang.com for a free 10-day trial. After that, it's just $59.95 a month for membership, daily updates, training, software, and the best investing advice every day. You can invest with the best. Phil Grande and philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Stock market is up one day and down the next. You need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. I told my gang about a month ago to just put a few shares on gold miners and on oil because those stocks would take off. It's about a month ago. And oil is going up now. Now, I wouldn't jump in with big shares and buy a lot of course not. But we're starting to see a rotation of money. Example, what we're seeing, I told my members a couple of days ago, I said, look, start taking profits out of your tech stocks because they're going to start taking money from the tech stocks and they're going to start buying the bank stocks. Sure enough, started yesterday. They started to buy bank stocks. And we were in two of them. We were in Citi and JP Morgan. They're going up nicely. So there's a lot of rotation going on. But to understand the real crisis, and they never talk about it, as I said in the beginning of the show, you can't have Powell, or you can't have a government print money and shoving that money into our system. At the same time, Powell's taking a shovel and taking it out of the system. And look what happened. First, as I said, when you have that happen at the same exact time, you end up with crashes. Go back and check. 2008, 2018, 2019, 50% crash in 2008, 2018 to 2008, 20% crash. And you can't have a soft landing when you're doing that. And you can't have a soft landing when you got 7 of 500 S&P stocks with positive earnings. 493 stocks with negative earnings? And you're going to have a soft landing, a wonderful landing? And when Powell switched from QE easy money, printing easy money, to tightening called QT, yields increased, remember, in 2020 from about less than 1% on the 10-year Treasury to over 4%. Now, that has really caused, and they're not going to talk about this either, that really caused stress on the $6 trillion debt-ridden commercial real estate sector. Now, remember, by this spring, they have to meet a tranche of about $500 billion out of that $6 trillion. So what am I saying? They got, of their $6 trillion debt, they have to pay back these regional banks $500 billion. But the banks, they don't have the money. The companies don't have the money. The commercial companies don't have the money. They can't pay back the $500 billion. So what they do is they need the banks, the regional banks, to roll over that debt. But the banks can't roll over that debt because the banks themselves have $650 billion in unrealized debts. They've been lying to you all along, saying how strong the banks are. They're strong, and they take these fake tests, these fake, what the hell they call them? Stress tests. Lie to us. So here, think how funny this is. You got the commercial real estate industry hanging on by the nails. They got to pay $500 billion around March and April. But at the same time, the 180 regional banks that have unrealized losses of $650 billion, they have to pay back to the bank term funding program that, remember, was put in place after the March 2023 crash of the three regional banks in March of 2023. So you got a bank that's broke. They can't roll over the money. And everybody says, oh, there's a soft landing coming. There's a soft landing company coming. Are you out of your mind? Unbelievable. Then at the same time, they tell us how consumer sentiment, consumer confidence is strong. No, it's not. How can consumer confidence be strong when the purchasing power of their dollars and their wallet is going down? How can it be strong when their savings drop from 32% to 4%? Even if it dropped from 8% to 4%, that's a tragedy, that's a crisis. How can they be strong? They're not strong. When you don't have savings, you're not strong. Now, prices, since Biden became president, sure, they've come down. But the essential prices haven't come back down enough. We still have high prices in groceries and the gas pump and insurance and at the pharmacy. Are you kidding? Are you nuts? People don't have confidence in future business or the condition of future business or job availability, especially in the manufacturing sector. Look what we got this week. They're telling us, Biden's telling us we're in this rebound, manufacturing rebound.
Manufacturing rebounding at a faster rate than in the last 40 years.
What a lie that is. They just had on CNBC 2 minutes ago, going across the TV. Manufacturing is in a recession. Oh, they're finally admitting it. You know why they had to admit it? Because they've been lying to us. Because what came out this week is Texas manufacturing numbers came in. Minus 17. Richmond Fed manufacturing came in. Minus 15. Negative. Chicago Fed manufacturing came in. Negative 1.5. Kansas City manufacturing came in. -9. You go on and on and on. And you heard what Pisani said, right? He tells how consumer confidence is good, everything's great. But Pisani said, well, people aren't buying Whirlpool. Their stock's down. Nobody's buying refrigerators or utilities. UPS is the big one. That's the one we watch all the time. When UPS is going down, it's telling you the economy's in bad shape. They're not shipping anything. That's one of the best things to look at, next to the small mid-cap stocks, IWM. So no matter where you look, all they're doing is lying and trying to pump this market up. And that's why we work with our charts, because the charts are the best thing in the world. Let them keep lying. Let them keep on getting these people jumping in the market, don't know what they're doing, and we'll just stay right with them until it doesn't work, and then we'll start shorting as we already have. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We started to buy some of the gold miners and, just stuck our toe in those because I think they're going to go big as the dollar drops. And they've been doing pretty well today. And you got the, and also oil. We've been in those as well. So they'll be volatile, okay? And so if you're going to go into oils like USO, or you're going to go GOLD, gold, okay, or GDX, the miners, you don't put many shares on. Just put a few shares on. That's it. Okay, we call them scouts, and that way there you wait and you watch them, and then also when they break, you're there before anybody else. We've done it before. So when you got oil looking terrible and the gold mining stocks looking terrible, that's when we put what we call scouts on them. And sometimes it takes a month, sometimes 2 months. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks. But you always catch them. You always catch them because you're ahead of everybody else. So we'll show you how to do that here at Phil's Gang. Okay, just join our gang for 10 days. You can follow us on the oil and follow us on the go. And then when I say to you, like we did last time with the oil, we're up 35% returns we made on the oil. We traded the last time that happened. And we're ahead of everybody on that. Check that out. So again, everybody is so caught up in these few stocks, and they think the market will never come down again. Here, listen to this guy here.
Don't we at some point as investors have to say, you know what, maybe we're wrong because this time is in fact different? The economy and the trajectory of inflation are screaming to you in some respects that things are actually good.
Is he that stupid, or is he just lying? I think he's that stupid. How can you say something like that when you can look right into the face of the dragon and go, wow, look at this. The same thing that happened in 2008, the same thing happened in 2018 is now happening. Exact same situation. Different? See, that's the problem. It's not different. It's not different. So again, when you've got terrible trade deficits, where we're at a point that we don't manufacture our own goods. We have to have other people manufacture them for us. And these goods we take in are very expensive. That's causing not only job loss, but also causes inflation. When you got historic debt and deficits, that's a killer. Deficits are a killer. The consequences of deficits are just brutal. Brutal to an economy. And then, if you take a look at the Conference Board and look at their 10 leading indicators, they've been negative for 20 consecutive months. And then you have an inverted yield curve. And this dope can come on CNBC and say it's different this time?
Don't we at some point as investors have to say, you know what, maybe we're wrong?
No. Follow the money. Follow the chart, not these guys. As I always say, the beautiful thing with charting, I tell my members this all the time, the charting takes in all the information, all of it. Takes in the historic debt and deficits, takes in the trade deficit, takes in the Conference Board's leading indicators that are all negative, takes in the inverted yield curve, takes in the fact that the regional banks are broke. They got to pay the Bank Term Funding Program in March. And the commercial loans that are due to these regional banks in March are $500 billion. And when these guys walk into the bank and say, look, we got $500 billion that's due you. Can you roll it over for us? The bankers got to, hey, Brad, I got my own problems. Get the hell out of here. I got my own problems. I'm trying to get the government to buy my debt. And that's what they're going to do. And I'll bet they do the same thing. They'll go right back to QE. They'll start buying all this garbage. They'll buy the garbage again. But this time, instead of the market going up for 14 years, this market's going to implode. Because anybody with a brain knows that if you go start QE all over again, go back to zero rates again, which, by the way, got the commercial real estate sector in deep trouble. See, when you bring rates down to zero, that's the worst thing you can do. Worst thing you can do. Because the banks would just keep loaning and loaning and loaning. Because the people who run the banks, the people who work at the bank, they don't care. It's not their money. I've always said, a president of the bank, he should have at least $100 in every loan or $1,000. Every loan that bank makes, he should have $1,000 at risk. Then he'll never have a bank problem ever again. $1,000 at least. Every loan that their bank makes, he's got to have $1,000 in that loan himself. They won't do that. See, because they have no responsibility. There's no consequences for these banks when they drop interest rates down to a 0 or quarter or a 0.5%. They make all the crazy loans. But you and I have to pay for that because you and I are going to be paying the inflation on the money that's going to be printed that they're going to take, the Powell's going to take and go in and buy all their garbage. Who do you think is going to end up with the $500 billion that's due, I think, in April or May? The banks can't buy the $500 billion. They're broke, the regional banks. So all he's going to do, Powell, start the printing machines. And then he's going to go and say, okay, banks, take the $500 billion, put it on your books. We're going to come in now, and we're going to buy the $500 billion from you 100 cents on the dollar when it's only worth about 10 cents on the dollar. They've been doing this for 14 years. And you say, oh, we're going to have a soft landing? Learn how to sell short. But at the same time, when markets roar, look what we've been doing. We've been in the best tech stocks that have been going nuts since October. Since October. It's the same 5 stocks everybody else is in. But now the key is, do you know when to get out of them? And do you know where to take your money and rotate it to? Oh, I know. You're going to go to Coca-Cola, Clorox. your planners, the same thing all the time. Come on in, we'll diversify your fund. We're going to go 60-40 bonds and stock. We're going to put you in safe stocks like Clorox. We're going to put you in Joe's Hot Dog Stand, Johnson & Johnson. There's no place to run. There's no place to run. There's no place to hide. It's just remarkable what's going on. And nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on because nobody's going to tell you the truth. Nobody's going to tell you the truth because they figure that you can't handle the truth. You know, QE was a crime. It was a crime to print money. Think about what they do. They print money. They go to the bank. They buy all their garbage. The Fed puts it on their balance sheet. And then the banks have money from the garbage they sold to the banks. Now, when it's on the balance sheet, you and I get hurt because the more they put on the balance sheet of the Fed, the more interest rates go up. Everything's costing us more. I mean, think how crazy this is. And then the 0% money the companies don't take the money and put it into business investment, new equipment, new machinery, new plants, so they can beef up production, so that the workers at the plant can make more money because they can produce a lot more with the new equipment and IT spend. They don't do any IT spending. No, what do they do with the money? The CEOs take it and keep buying their own shares back. And the CEOs are making 400 times what the worker's making. They don't care about the worker. And at the end with QE, the worker doesn't gain, the country doesn't gain, the business doesn't gain, just the CEOs and Wall Street gain. But none of that matters if you know how to invest in a stock on a chart. When you know how to read a chart, just, okay, I'm going to buy this stock or I'm not going to buy it or I'm going to short it. None of that matters anymore. You'll always be on top.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grande and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grande.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grande can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What are you, nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
They're telling us how labor market's strong, wages are great, we beat inflation now, income relative to inflation is growing. Listen to this garbage.
People's wages are growing 4 or 5%. And as inflation's coming down to 2%, your income relative to inflation is growing. And so that will give continued strength to the consumer.
Oh, my God. First of all, anyone who believes that inflation is at 3.4% needs their head examined. That's one of the biggest lies ever. And why does the government lie to us? Because if they told you the real truth of inflation, that means everybody on Social Security would have to get a big bump in cost of living. They've been always lying about inflation. You really think inflation is at 3.4% when you go to the grocery store, when you fill up your gas, when you go to the pharmacy, when you pay for insurance for your car? You really think that's a true number? That's a BS number. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Yes, wages have gone up a bit, but it's not protecting the workers from all the big costs of food and meat and gasoline and housing and rent. Come on. Unbelievable. This is crazy. You know, things were so good, like they're saying. Why is it that they're going to cut rates? You don't cut rates when things are good. Here, let's play some more of these.
Right now, the market is stretched in the sense that it is quite aggressively pricing in rate cuts.
The market is stretched. This market is so overvalued, it's just nuts. It's just nuts. I mean, you have to have a whole bag of Kleenex next to you when you're trading because you're getting nosebleeds when you're buying these stocks. They're so elevated.
I think there's an excessive optimism that's spread in the market, and I think that some of that may have spilled over to the committee itself.
Yeah, you're right, because that's all they do. Remember, their job, the fake business news network job, is to lie, is to create an illusion, is to enrich the advertisers who keep CNBC on, keeps Bloomberg on. All these financial shows, to keep them on the air, they got to go sell time. And these people, if there's a car dealer or it's a car manufacturer or whatever it is, they want to see sales. So you've got to lie. You've got to create that inflation, that the illusion of prosperity is going on, and hope and optimism. These people are financial engineers, but we don't care about any of that. Here at Phil's Gang, we stay with the same group of stocks. And we make money when they go up, and we make money when we go down. We don't look for the hot stock. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm telling you, they're not going to cut rates. Today, how come they didn't come out with a rate cut today? They know they're not going to cut rates. They can't cut rates. They're nowhere near killing inflation. So what we've been doing, and I would invite you to do this with us, okay? The stocks that we're in every day, we have a group of stocks, and spread nicely. We have 2 good tech stocks, and we stay in these same stocks all year. Apple, we have AMD, which is a beautiful semiconductor, advanced micro devices. JP Morgan, beautiful bank stock. We have a refiner, MRO. We have Boeing, which is an industrial stock, one of the best. And we have a leisure stock, now called Hyatt. Now, each one of those stocks are assigned to a pool of the same kind of stocks. For example, Apple, it's assigned to a pool of other tech stocks. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta. Our semi-stock, AMD, is assigned to a pool of other semi-stocks. Intel, Mu, NVIDIA, Taiwan Semi. Our banks, JP Morgan is our main stock. We're in it all year long. But that's assigned to another pool of Citi, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo. Energy, same thing. Our stock is MRO, refiners. And that's assigned to a group, USO, Conoco, Schlumberger, Oxy, and then finally our gold stocks and our oil stocks. So 85% of the money the members make will be off those 6 stocks, because they're going to, when they go down, they're going to make money. When they go up, they make money. The key is, when they go down, you can't just sit there and call somebody and say, hey, what do you think the market's going to do? What do you think the market's going to do? Just, once we teach you the bond market, you don't have to even think about that. You're going to look at the bond yield, you know exactly what's going to happen. The chart, as I say, we've got 3 different charts that we developed here at Phil's Gang. We've had these charts for over 20 years. And the algorithms follow the money. That's all you want to know. You could care less. Who cares about fundamentals? Who cares about, do we have a trailing PE or do we have a forward PE or what price? Let's measure how well those management is doing. We'll check on return on assets and return on equity. They'll tell us how well management is doing. We've got to throw them out or not. Let's look at the price to book. Let's look at the price to sales. Hey, the one I always used to love is the free cash flow. How much free cash flow they have to bring their debt down or go to expand, buy new equipment or IT. Nobody looks at those anymore because the market's been rigged. It's been financially engineered. And it's a much better market since it's been financially engineered and rigged. Much better market because it's made simple. All these gangsters on Wall Street, they all do the same thing. They own the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve works for Wall Street, and are always going to accommodate Wall Street. And that's why I told you the story before. That's why they've taken that 2% inflation target, which they never had, because it was always phony. That 2% was, as I told you, was set by this guy. He was a financial writer. He was at a bar in Australia, and one reporter asked him, "What do you think inflation?" He said, "I think it's around 2%." And about 9 years later, all the countries accepted 2%. Not the United States, though. But finally, they needed a way to accommodate Wall Street, to keep dropping rates for them, and they didn't want to be looked at like they're favoring Wall Street. So that's when they decided, Bernanke and them decided, let's now accept the 2% target rate too. Because that way there, we can always, when we want to boost the stock market up for Wall Street, we can say, oh my God, look at inflation. It's at 3%. We got to get it down to 2%. Let's print money. Let's go buy treasuries, bring those interest rates down. And boom, stock market goes up. Stock market goes up. So in essence, the market is working much better when it's more crooked than a corkscrew. And it is right now. And it's got to remain that way, because then it's much easier to play, because you know there's only one thing you're looking at. The bonds. Rates going up or down. What stocks do well in high rates? What stocks do well in low rates? And you don't have to sit there and study ream after ream of information. Okay, now I'm in the oil industry. Let's see. I'm going to compare Mobil to BP. So now I got to go through all their statements, and have my guys sit there and go and drill down into every statement and see if how they doing with their profit margins. Are they up or down? Is the free cash flow, is it increasing? You don't even have to know the name of the stock when they rig the market the way it is. You don't have to know. All you have to know is make sure it trades 500,000 shares or more a day. That's all you got to know. You don't even know what the name is. You don't have to know what the company does. Matter of fact, one stock, I would call it a tech stock. It's a beauty cosmetic company. I don't know how it got on my sheet as a tech stock. And they own what? Oh, that's how it got in there. Okay, yeah, they got it because the company, I guess, owns a bunch of AI companies, and they're a beauty company. But my point is, you don't have to even know what they're doing. The chart pulls your information in and spits out the pricing, and it's never wrong. And then you keep following the key deal. IWM, small mid cap stocks. When they're down and the S&P's going up, or they're down and the Dow's going up, then you know there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's a fire. Join my gang free for 10 days. We'll have some fun.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.